I looked into this figure, Nick Land, who claims that the German philosopher Immanuel Kant's invention of categories is the reason that white people invented racism and describe people as the others. Wow, that is the most ignorant nonsense I've ever heard, so let me completely destroy that argument for a moment. First of all, Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, already invented the whole philosophical category system 2,000 years before Immanuel Kant was even born. And of course, ordinary human beings always could divide things up into categories. That's why we know the difference between fruit and vegetables, between meat and fish, between us and them, between family and not family. And of course, even though the tomato is technically a fruit, we know that we should not put it into a fruit bowl. Nick Land then continues to say that Western capitalism was caused by this Kantian system of categories. But that can't possibly be true, since the Western world today isn't capitalist. It is something else. Remember what happens here, especially in the American-led West. We put the factories in China, right? And then we source our $3 jeans, Sydney Sweeney's good jeans. We import them for $10 and we sell them for $300 in New York City. That's not capitalism. Capitalism requires you to invest in means of production in factories and make things for yourself. What we're doing now is called mercantilism. Basically, merchants sailing to China, buying stuff for the cheap, sailing back and selling it here at a 100-fold, almost war racketeering profit. But crucially, modern capitalism, wherever it may still exist around the world, was never founded on the German idealism of the idealist thinkers such as Immanuel Kant. It was rather based on the materialism of Karl Marx. Karl Marx said that everything in existence is matter in motion, thereby denying the existence of a soul, a spirit, a free will, a conscious mind, and so on. This Marxist materialism became the dominant driver in the philosophy of the Anglosphere of Britain and America, and that American capitalism, which is really mercantilism, is now ruling the world. It has nothing to do with Kant. And if you wanted to find actual capitalism at work, go to southwestern Germany, which is considered the poorest region of Germany, the Eifel region, where you have beautiful valleys and mountains and the Mosel River. And then sprawled around, you have these father-son family businesses. Actual capitalists who basically sell locally. They're not globalists, and you won't find any big industry in that region either.